Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Brandon again, and today I want to talk about the subject of motivation. Now, I get a lot of questions and comments from people who want to know how they can motivate others in their lives to go to the gym and train, or just get in better shape, eat healthier, whatever you really want to call it. And it's really a tough question to answer, and there's no real simple way to answer it, so I wanted to go ahead and make a video on this. And I think oftentimes because we ourselves like to go to the gym, we like to train, we like how we look, we like how it makes us feel, we want to get others involved in this as well because it's something we enjoy and we think that they will enjoy it too. Or maybe it's just the case that the person that we want to motivate is someone who could potentially be at health risk because of their general state of being, and we want to get them involved because we're generally concerned about them. Or maybe we're just egotistical assholes and we want other people to suffer through our pain, so to say. Hopefully that's not the case. But like I said, this is something that's very difficult to do, and I want you to really think back to a time, maybe when you were growing up, and you had your parents or your teachers or other adults in your lives who really gave you a lot of advice in not so nice of terms and basically told you what was best for you, told you what to do all the times. And oftentimes when we were growing up, we rebelled against them, we didn't want to do it, and we ended up doing the opposite in most cases. Now, that's not saying just because you're asking someone to train, they're going to go ahead and do the opposite and sit on a couch. But what I really want you to focus on here is that most people don't want to be told what to do, and they think they know what's best for them. And it's really hard to argue otherwise, because if you ask me, the only person who knows best for me is me. And maybe my girlfriend if she was watching this, but I don't think she is at this point, so I'm the only one who knows what's best for me. And that's really true of anything. Now, think of yourselves right now if you have a significant other and they want you to attend something with them that you really have no interest in. So let's say that you're a male and your significant other is a female. Not making any judgment, as I just know there's a wide range of choices out there. But let's say your significant other wants you to go to a pottery class and you don't really have any interest in pottery. You saw the movie Ghost and you don't want to get all Patrick Swayze up in this motherfucker, if you know what I'm saying. But that's going to be a very hard argument for them to convince you to go and do that because you just have no interest in it. And the same thing is true with going to the gym, working out, eating better, so to say. It's difficult to do if the person doesn't have their own internal motivation to do so. And even though you think that it's in their best interest, in their minds, it's probably not the case. So it's kind of hard to do in that sense. What can you do about it? Well, there's still several things you can do, and that is make what you're doing enjoyable and lead by example. That means think back to when you first started training. You were probably very intimidated to go to the gym. Everyone there was probably more experienced than you. Maybe you were insecure about your physique or your levels of strength. That's probably true about the person we're talking with here. So there is some trepidation about going to the gym and training. However, they also look at it as nagging because it hasn't really been part of their routine, and people are kind of habits of routine. They like to do the same things over and over again, and if they're used to sitting on the couch or eating a certain way, it's going to be very hard for them to break those habits. So some of this stuff, you're going to have to ease it into them. You know, make it enjoyable. Do things that they like to do, whether it be activities, sports, different training styles. You can even look at stuff at doing it like home, like P90X, for example. Now, although I wouldn't say that's ideal to be doing long term, it's still a good way to get people actively involved and then eventually branching out into the gym as they get more and more comfortable not only with training but with their own bodies. So really think about this as you're trying to motivate people, as sometimes you can actually come off like quite a dick, to be quite frankly, if you're constantly nagging them or trying to get them to do something they don't do. Really try to motivate them in a way that'll get them internally motivated, and in the long run they'll get more out of it and you won't look like such a dick. So as always, appreciate you watching, and in the meantime, stay big.